This morning, the little person was having his cereal with another little person who was lying flat on his face. I checked out my flowers. They seemed to be doing quite nicely. Then I realized that the cat had not eaten anything except my plants. So I finished my tea and went out to the miserable gray weather to look for the tall German man who usually worked in the he shed he had built up last autumn. So I went into his he shed and I really did find him. He, however, was very busy, didn't greet me the way that his workers did, which was very enjoyable, very helpful. I found his hat, which I brought to him because it was very cold. He put that on because it's important to keep warm, guys. He then pulled something out of the wall that was mounted on the wall that actually looks like an overdimensionally huge measuring band. I'm not quite sure what it's for. And he then climbed up onto the platform where he continued to knock over some of his tools and head to the back of the platform where he just pushed things around and lifted up a piece of wood, which he then put onto the side of the wall. And then he used a really interesting looking hammer to just kind of give it a little knock. Then he used a yellow looking, I'm not sure what this thing was, but I don't think he was too happy with it either, because it just came apart. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not, but he didn't seem very happy, slightly flustered actually. So then he decided that he would probably just give it a break and start with something new. So then he actually started climbing down again off the platform to where the workers were. We had to quickly train them again because they were being a little rowdy, and we have to keep them in their place, obviously, so that they do their work well. So after the big, tall German man came down off the platform, obviously one of his workers, the female worker, had to just come and praise him, to keep his spirits up. That's her primary job. I, however, went to the back of the he shed with the other worker, the male worker, and we then realized that this German engineering had somehow gone wrong, which we needed to obviously inform the tall German man of. It just wasn't working the way it should. So on the way to find the big, tall German man, we bumped into another worker. He, however, is rather negative. He's not so hands-on. He complains a lot, and he lives outside in the garden, which obviously helps him keep an eye on things more. Anyway, when the tall German man came back again, we had explained to him that he needed to fix this engineering problem. He got right to it, but it didn't really work out like he wanted it to, and so he got just a little frustrated, and I think tomorrow will be a better day.